Hey guys, you do not want to go anywhere. Today I'm going to be showing you a brand new lightsaber, the Sabine Wren, Ezra Bridger's lightsaber from the Ahsoka series. I can't believe how fast they made this thing. Could this dial be a button? How accurate is this to the series? And how many differences are there between this and the Ezra Bridger? I'm going to talk about all that and more, guys, so come hang out. Hey all you Star Wars fans, thank you for clicking on my video. As always, they call me Obi-Dad Kenobi. Hello there. And this is Finding the Force, where I cover everything Star Wars from theme parks to video games and especially lightsabers. If by some crazy coincidence you're new to the channel, just click the subscribe button because you're gonna be glad you did. And clicking the like button means somewhere an angel gets its wings. Can you guys believe I'm holding a Sabine Wren lightsaber? Dang! Those lightsaber manufacturers just wapow, just got to it. The second they saw this thing, it was on display at the Comic-Con. That was like, what, weeks before the series to build up some anticipation and stuff. But I mean, to say I'm actually holding one in my hand, there's so many differences to the Ezra Bridger. I gotta show you guys. I'm actually gonna compare the two just for fun. I know you'd want me to. So props to the manufacturers, probably a race every time a new saber shows up on a series somewhere, right? So as always, I have to start the video by thanking Art Sabers. Thank you, Art Sabers, so much for sending this to me so I could show all you guys all the cool new features, the new design differences. And I mean, there have been a lot of changes between this and the Ezra Bridger I just reviewed like a few weeks ago. Link up above, check it out. I'll also put it at the end of the video for you guys. Let's just get a couple details out of the way. Siri, stop listening. So this saber is only $449 on the Art Sabers website. There'll be a link down below and a discount code up above. I'd greatly appreciate it if you use them. It really supports my channel. So $449 for this NeoPixel lightsaber that got smooth swing, changes any color you want it to, and it's a XenoPixel soundboard. So you're saving probably like a good chunk of cash over the more premium soundboards that can be really complicated and take a lot of time, use special cables and software to change sound fonts. I made a whole video explaining that XenoPixel is the soundboard, and yes, it is NeoPixel. Make sure to pay close attention to the description and the title of the products that you're looking for on Art Sabers. There can be a lot of them, which is why the link in my description makes it easy. As much as I love the look of this saber, it's only $50 more to have a weathered version of it. So I'll include a link for that also down below. I'm super curious to see what that would look like in person. And of course, as you guys have seen on my channel, I've been working with Art Sabers for years. There's a 1-year warranty, free shipping, and no secret hidden taxes or fees. Be careful with some of those other lightsaber websites. As soon as you get to the checkout, they start adding taxes and fees and shipping, and that price jumps up a lot more. This is only available in XenoPixel right now. But the biggest advantage to XenoPixel is that you can put your phone right next to it and make any change you want to all the fonts. I mean, you can scroll from 1 to 32 like that. Like you don't have to hold the button down for 7, hold it down for 8. The app changes everything, the color, the kind of flicker you want, the kind of blast or lockup, all that stuff can be changed, even the blade length. Let's stop flapping our gums and take a look at this beauty, shall we? Bam, look at that, guys. The Sabine Wren Ahsoka series NeoPixel lightsaber. It looks beautiful. I'm actually gonna hold the saber just like this. And I'm going to show you guys this screenshot from the series that shows you that this saber captures every single little minute detail to look as accurate as possible to the one you see in the series. All the changes that have been made are right here. You could tell by the screenshot, everything from the pommel to the dial, small rings under the emitter. We're going to check it all out right now, but I just wanted to point out as a whole how accurate this is to what we see in the series. The tri-ring, I mean, this thing is designed so that it's perfectly centered in the middle of the saber. Nothing will drive you more crazy than it being off by like a ½ inch either way. Kudos to who designed this with the threading. Matches perfect. This actually does a great job at resonating the sound, really getting more bang for your buck. When it comes to the decibels. I think I'm actually going to demo this for you guys at only like 40% volume because I don't want to go any higher where you start to lose a little bit of clarity. You know, and when I reviewed the Ezra Bridger, I can't be in my mind. It feels like the body and the neck are made of either different material or it has a different kind of finish because they feel differently. I love it. I can't get enough. The main body and grip of this saber is actually really soft, and this shroud, this long shroud here on the top, it's not sharp. It's very friendly to the hand. I love the extra gold accents when it comes to the neck, the activation box here, and even down below. I'm not even sure what to call that. This gribbly, but makes it a really interesting piece, especially on display. I love detail when it comes to sabers. Another small detail I noticed, we're going to compare the Ezra in just a moment, but we have one set of pins on the right side and not the left. And the metal here is a really nice shiny chrome. The finish to the shroud isn't a shiny mirror chrome, but it's definitely shinier than a couple of the other finishes, like the Ezra Bridger that I'm going to show you in a minute. It has a different finish to it. The upper neck feels great. This is probably where you're going to be holding it to do some of your tricks and spins. I suspect this is going to be a very spin-friendly saber. Yep, and I think these shrouds that were put over the Ezra Bridger emitter definitely are winning me over. It gives me the Cal Kestis feels. I think a lot of you are going to like it. And this detail was so much fun to find, you guys. This is the activation button right here, but also this turns on the saber. So you can use the dial or the button to activate the saber along with gesture controls. 3 options, people. I have to show you the advances Art Saber has made with their chassis. This is a Xenopixel chassis right here. Look at this. We've got our Xenopixel V3 soundboard. Not only do we have the recharge port, which makes it so easy, and a kill switch. Just so that you don't even have to keep popping the battery in and out. It's much, much safer when you remove the SD card to add and remove sound fonts to have the power cut off to the battery. So this kill switch, you turn it off, also helps conserve battery, and it's so easy just to click and drag a file right there. I'm kind of jumping all over here. I'm all excited. I can't contain myself. This nice gold accent ring up here, and this whole emitter comes off and gives you the blade emitter. And actually, I still love the way it looks. The shrouds really do an excellent job at camouflaging the emitter so that it can fit the blade. So real quick, just for fun, why don't we compare it to the Ezra Bridger? So it's really safe to say that everything has been changed between the Ezra Bridger and the Sabine Wren. Everything from the design of the pommel, you know, the Ezra came with a cap to be more accurate to his hilt there for display. The Sabine obviously has some softer features to it. The way that the body was cut here, the way it feels. There you go. I'm gonna try and keep the glare off for you guys, but you can see that there's much more of a shine to the Sabine and more of a, I don't know, it's hard to describe a much different finish to the Ezra. The Ezra is probably going to be more fingerprint friendly, but you know, if you have one in mind, you have to make the heart happy and just pick whichever one you really like better. Different size and designs of the activation switches here. You know, like the gold accent here on the shroud. It's a nice touch. Even the dial, I mean, it's a different dial. The neck is carved differently. Everything is different, which is awesome. They put a lot of detail into the new Sabine and didn't look like they really overlooked anything. And I think it's worth stressing one more time that a lot of their sabers come with blade plugs that don't exactly look super movie accurate, right? So I think it's really an awesome feature of the Ezra and the Sabine that you get a whole display upper emitter that looks just like the show and the live action series. And I also want to stress again how impressed I am that the threading is perfect. It's spot on to match up the shrouds just exact. So I'm going to unscrew the display, put on the blade, and as always, set the mood lighting.
Ezra Bridger.
There you go. So just for fun, I'm going to be using the Ezra Bridger Loth Hero sound font from Kyberphonic. And just to describe to you guys, this saber feels fantastic. It feels very well balanced, lightweight. This couldn't be more than like a pound. And again, I think it's worth mentioning one more time, for the price of 2 Galaxy's Edge or Force FX lightsabers, when you consider the hilt and the blade and the shipping and taxes, you could have one flash on clash, tip drag, lockup, super bright, super loud NeoPixel lightsaber. All right, guys, let's test this out. 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah. So the only downside of Xenopixel is that we still don't have like a movie realistic flicker to the blade. So I have like a breathing effect you can kind of see on my shirt. There you go. This is probably one of my favorites. There's a broken blade effect that's pretty cool. And they have, but their flashing looks very strobe. So I'm sure any day now they're gonna have an update. They're gonna offer more of a realistic blade flicker. Blaster deflect. You hear that? It's worth noting that you guys can change a lot of the features while the saber's in your hand and you don't need an app. Actually, in holding it here at the upper neck feels really good. Spin test. Oh yeah. I believe to trigger the force effect, you hold the auxiliary, give it a twist. Oh! Yeah, a little twist to the left, one to the right. Force effect. Clash. Did you guys know you can actually adjust the clash sensitivity using the app on the saber? I think this is perfect the way it is. Yeah, I like that. That's good. Has a tip drag. Boom. All right, lock up. Oh yeah, can you guys see that? There you go. Lock up, and it moves with the blade. What? You have options for all this stuff. The way the blade has blaster deflect, the way the blade has lockup, you can change all that stuff. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching to the end of the video. I really appreciate you guys. Make sure to take care, be safe, and have an awesome Star Wars day. Yeah, see you next time guys. Woo!